Hey, this is Mike, and today I want to talk about 3D printing stocks because these stocks have been on a tear recently. And I had someone ask me, one of the subscribers asked me to take a look at the major 3D printing stocks and recommend which one would be right. Now, I will say before I go into the analysis of the four companies I'm going to look at, is that the answer is going to be really depending on your risk tolerance and your goals for your portfolio. Because for some people, the answer may be one stock. I think for a lot of people, if you just believe in the 3D printing sector, is just to own a basket of these stocks. So let's go ahead and take look at the largest of the four, which is 3D Systems Corporation. This stock actually doubled in one day up to 22.96. This is an American-based company. They are going to be one of the leaders in the 3D printing industry. However, we don't know if they're going to be, let's say, the Amazon or the Apple or the Facebook or the dominant player. However, any company that can become the dominant player in its sector will get the outside gains. It's kind of like Tesla is like the dominant player in EV vehicles. We don't know that yet. However, if we are going to speculate on who could be the dominant player in the 3D printing area, it's going to either come down to 3D Systems or it's going to come down to Nano Dimensions. And Nano Dimensions is a smaller company, but not that much smaller. They're 1.61 billion. Nano Dimensions is held by ARK Invest, so that is a really good positive sign if you're looking for a company that could be sustainable. They're based in Israel. There are a lot of 3D printing companies based in Israel right now. Nano Dimensions has had 5 direct offerings where they've raised $650 million, so they do have a lot of cash on hand. They don't have a lot of sales right now, but there's a lot of hype around the company. So there is a chance that Nano Dimensions could be one of the leaders in the 3D printing industry. Like I said, the market cap's at 1.61 billion, so it's about $1 billion smaller than 3D Systems. However, I definitely think Nano Dimensions does have a chance to become the leader of the sector if they're able to really take that $650 million that they've raised and deploy it correctly, whether it be through an acquisition. They could end up acquiring one of the stocks that I'm going to talk about, or if they use that money towards aggressive marketing and they essentially squeeze out the competition. So definitely 3D printing systems, DDD, and Nano Dimensions, NNDM, are the two candidates to be the leaders in the 3D print space. Now let's take a look at some other 3D printing stocks. We could go ahead and take a look at XOne. Now XOne is interesting because it is a one of the core holdings. Well, maybe not core holdings, but it is widely held by ARK Invest through their ARK Innovation ETF. You'll see them trade it a lot. And what's significant about XOne is that it's really small. So this could possibly be a takeover target by 3D Systems or by Nano Dimensions. So if you're looking for a 3D printing stock that could pop dramatically in the next 12 months, XOne, it being one of the smallest ones, could have that chance. It did rise 21% yesterday. It's priced at $12.45. You look over the past 6 months, it has been kind of trading sideways. However, its sort of lackluster trading performance could make it an acquisition target. So you may want to keep XOne on your radar. Definitely a possibility. It could get acquired because of its size and because of the fact that Nano Dimensions and 3D Systems may be fighting it out to see who could be the biggest player out there. And then finally, let's take a look at Stratasys Limited. It trades on the NASDAQ and symbol SSYS. Now, this is also this is an American-Israeli manufacturer 3D printers. They're valued about the same size of Nano Dimensions. However, they haven't had the hype of Nano Dimensions, so who knows where they may shake out. I mean, there is a possibility that they could become the dominant player. However, I haven't heard as much about this company as I have about 3D Systems and Nano Dimensions. Now, you look at the price action. There's a company that just really, over the past 6 months, has dramatically popped right here. Really, there's no real news about this company in particular, so I might be worried that this stock may pull back a little bit, especially about after this parabolic rise here of almost 40%. So definitely keep your eye on Stratasys, though I will say this is probably number 4 out of the 4 that I am analyzing here. I feel the most bullish, honestly, right now about Nano Dimensions. I've been in this stock pretty early. My average price, I started buying around 4. My average pricing is around 6. And I have stated many times before, I think this is going to be a $20 to $30 billion company in the next 10 years. So That alone makes me very bullish on Nano Dimensions. However, I do not own any stock in 3D systems yet, but I may consider going into it if it becomes obvious that they become the dominant player in this space. Like I said, what you really want to do is figure out who's going to be the dominant player, because the dominant player is going to get probably the majority of the market share, and they're going to be like the Amazon, and they're going to lead to outsized gains. So I will definitely keep my eye on these four 3D printing stocks, and if I see one that's really starting to emerge as the leader, I will definitely let you know about, because then that's going to be the 3D printing stock that you're going to want to get into. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications. I do multiple daily updates on stocks, options, and stock trading strategies. Thanks a lot.